Hey guys, welcome back to Sassafras Street. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about what's been on my mind this week. I've had kind of a rough week. I have not been feeling well, and I still don't feel 100%, so I figured I would, instead of doing a big organizational video, I would just sit down and kind of talk a little bit about something that's been on my heart. So if you're interested in that, stick around. Okay, you guys, so I just put Maisie down for a nap. I figured I would just sit down here and talk a little bit about my week. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now because of all the stuff that I have to do, or I haven't been feeling good. I just have not got a lot done, and I had big plans this week for our family and for this vlog, and I didn't get anything accomplished. There are a couple of things that I do though when I'm in situations like this to stay motivated and to be productive and to get back on top of things. I'm gonna kind of share what those are with you because I feel like if they work for me, then maybe you guys, when you're feeling overwhelmed, can utilize those to work for you. So basically, the very first thing that I do, I just sit down and I make a master list of like everything that I have to do. I write it all down. One of the reasons this helps me is because it gets everything that I know that I need to do down in one place. The second reason is it helps me to not feel overwhelmed because I'm afraid I'm going to forget something. And I think when it's all up here jumbled around in my mind, it's kind of causing me to feel overwhelmed and like I'm not going to get anything done because I don't even know where to start because I have so much to do. So by writing it all down, I'm getting it out of my brain, and I do not have to worry about everything that I have to do because it's all there, it's all down, and if I forget it, I can just go back and refer to the list. The second thing that I do is I break it down into manageable size chunks. So I will look at my planner, I will look at the time slots that I have available, that I'm not busy, picking up the kids from school or going to dance or making dinner. And I will pick a couple things off the list and slide them into those spots. So if I break it down into manageable chunks, eventually I know everything is going to get done. So the first thing is plan. Plan, write it all down, break it up into smaller chunks, whack away at it little by little, and then you'll get to it. The second thing is give yourself some grace. I did not reach the goals that I had planned for with this blog this week. I did not even work very hard towards them, but I've also not felt well. I've had to not do a couple of things I had planned with the family this week. It kind of hurts because I was looking forward to one of the things an awful lot and I didn't get to do it. And it stinks, but I mean, it happens. It's life. And beating myself up over it is not going to help the situation. It's not going to help me be productive. It's not going to help me stay motivated. So I just have to say, you know what? Oh well, I kind of got a week to lay around even though I didn't feel good. That was kind of nice. So I just have to be like, okay, whatever. This is where we are now. What can I do to move forward? So I'm just going to kind of pick back up where I was and just move on. I mean, sitting there and dwelling on it does not help anybody. It doesn't help the situation. It doesn't make the situation better. All it does is make it worse. So just make a decision early on when you're in a situation where you need to get a lot of stuff done to just not dwell on it and just say, oh well, and move forward. So that's the second thing I do. The third thing I do is I enlist help. Yesterday, while everybody else was at church, Weston stayed home with me and he helped me clean up the dining room. Yesterday I was still feeling really bad. And I just was like, I just need to get one room clean because I feel like I'm surrounded by clutter and toys everywhere and nobody's picked up and it's just a mess. So he came up yesterday while everyone else was at church and helped me just pick up the living room area. That way I had one room that I could sit in and feel like I had actually done something. I needed to do something so I could have a little bit of a feeling of accomplishment, so that was what I chose to do because I knew it was a small thing, it was manageable within a short amount of time, and I had a little bit of help to do it so I could get it done even though I didn't feel well. So we got that done and I felt a lot better afterwards. Even though I knew I still had a lot to do, it gave me that little bit of a feeling of, yes, I've gotten something done. So that's why it's so important to do things in little chunks. If you don't know where to start, just do something. When you have that little feeling of accomplishment with something small, it gives you a drive to do something else. And then you do that thing and that thing's done. And then you do another thing and you feel accomplished there and that thing's done too. And you can keep marking things off your list. It kind of snowballs and eventually you get everything done. So this is really important advice too for anyone who has a newborn, having a newborn is really, really hard. And honestly, most of these tips that I give you, you kind of have to throw out the window when you have a newborn. You kind of just have to fly by the seat of your pants and do what needs doing right in the moment that it needs doing. And if you can't get to it, it's just got to wait. Though you can still get everything down on a list, break it up into really small chunks when you have an hour and the baby's sleeping, because guys, let's be honest, nobody sleeps when the baby sleeps. When the baby sleeps, you gotta work. You have to. So getting overwhelmed by all that you have to do and not doing anything never solves the problem. So we have to kind of throw that mindset away and just kind of change the way we think about things. The other thing that I'm doing to not feel overwhelmed is I'm getting rid of the stuff. And I've already talked about this in the previous video, but we just have so much stuff, and it's really not even a ton compared to a lot of people, but for me and for our family and sanity, we need to get rid of it. A lot of the stuff, especially in the kids' rooms, doesn't even have a spot, so it just chills on a shelf, or it gets piled in a basket with stuff that it doesn't belong with, or whatever, and it just causes chaos. And one of the things that I'm trying to avoid is chaos, especially with a family this large. My goal is to make it be the opposite of chaos. I want calm. I do not want chaos. And a lot of people think that is extremely hard with a big family. They think it just comes along with a big family. Because you have a big family, you're going to have chaos, and you just have to be the type of mom that's going to deal with it. I think that's why a lot of people say to me when I see them out in public that, oh, I don't know how you do it. Like, I think they think that because they had this vision in their mind that having a large family means you have nothing but chaos going on around you 24/7. And I can tell you this, I do not deal with chaos well. I don't like chaos. I actually avoid situations with a lot of people or big crowds because I don't like the chaos. And my family, if you came and you lived with us for a while, I mean, just like everybody else, we have moments where our family gets a little loud, or, you know, there's a big mess or whatever, but our family is far from chaos, and it's because I don't like chaos. So I put things in place, I put rules in place, I put routines in place that keep the chaos at bay. It also gives an atmosphere of calm because everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing at any given time. Putting rules in place or organizing an area so that everything has a spot, all of those things contribute to our calm. That's really important. So 3 things: plan, plan, plan. You guys, if you have 1 child, if you have 10 children, you cannot be productive if you do not plan. That does not mean that things aren't going to happen that are going to throw your planning off. No, the more children you have, the more it's going to happen. But there are things that you can do to recover from that, and that's what this video is about. When things don't go the way that you want them to go, how do you recover? How do you recover and stay motivated as a large family mom? I do that by planning and writing everything down. And then I give myself some grace because I know it's not all going to get done the first day that I am back at it. And then I enlist help. I'm going to get up on my soapbox for a minute and talk about that for a second, because I know that there are a lot of people who feel very strongly that children should not be made to do adult responsibilities. And I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to say, I'm sorry, but I'm not raising children. I'm raising adults. One day, they're going to grow up and they're going to be responsible for all of this stuff. And not teaching them how to take care of it is doing them a disservice. It is horribly unfair to your children to not train them to do all of the things that they're going to have to do as an adult. That is why we struggle as adults so much. We had no idea how to do this stuff when we grew up and actually had to do it. So, not training your children to do these things and do them properly it's just wrong. I mean, I don't want to be thrown into a situation where I have no idea what I'm doing. So why would I want to train my children that way? I wouldn't. 9 times out of 10, your children are ready and willing to help. That's the other thing, is all of your children were born with different abilities and different likes and different needs. I really try to watch my children and see what they enjoy doing. What is their strong point? What do they have a talent for? My oldest daughter, she loves to cook. She loves anything that has to do with that. So if I need help with dinner or I know that I'm not going to have time to do it all by myself, hey, Natalie's right there and she's willing to do it. My second daughter, Bethany, she loves children. She loves babies. She cannot get enough of babies. So if I need her help to watch Maisie while I need to get something done, there she is, and she's ready and willing and wants to do it. So it's not about forcing my children to do something they don't want to do. I always think about the task that I have, and I kind of choose the best child for that task. Olivia, my 6-year-old, she loves cleaning the bathroom. I don't know why, but I am going to definitely allow her to learn how to clean a bathroom really, really well while she's willing to do it. Because there's going to come a point, I know, because they all go through that, and then they get to a point where they don't want to do it. So as long as she's ready and willing to do that, she's going to have every opportunity to clean the bathroom, and it's going to help me get something done that I don't have time for, and she's learning an amazing life skill. I mean, you cannot get through life without knowing how to clean a bathroom. You just can't, unless you want to live in really unsanitary conditions, and that is the last thing that I want for anybody. So it's really hard. I know that because I have so much trouble asking people for help. I do not ask people for help. I don't even ask my husband for help. Sometimes he'll offer help and I'll say, no, I'm fine, because it bothers me, because I feel like he doesn't think that I can do it, which that's a big pet peeve of mine. But I just have to remind myself, he's not offering to help you because he doesn't think you're good enough. He's offering to help you because he wants to help you. And so, once again, it's all about your mindset. So anyways, I hope these tips have helped you guys today. I know I've kind of just been rambling, but I really had to share what was on my heart because it's been bothering me, and also because I've been struggling with these feelings of overwhelm, and I have so much stuff to do now this week because I've gotten behind. But it's not the end of the world, and hopefully somebody somewhere will see this and it will help them, and you'll feel a little bit motivated because you'll have a few tips and tricks to help you kind of get over the hump of feeling overwhelmed. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment about what you want to see on my channel. I am trying to figure out new content videos. I really would like to start vlogging about our family activities, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. So as I'm working on getting there, I need stuff. So just if you have an idea, or if you anything you want to know about me, or things that you want to see, comment down below and let me know, because I definitely want to give you guys what you want. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every week, and I would love to be an encouragement to you. Talk to you soon.